leaned out and reached up for the tops. Going over it 3 or 4 times finally worked. Then cleaning the glass. I first used my sponge and squeegee, but this kept leaving drips and streaks, so I ended up using only rags to finish them off. For the bottom half of the windows, I had to do what I dreaded. I taped my metal poles together with duct tape and then got the sponge wet and reached up to the second level glass. I had trouble getting the right pressure on it and poles were flimsy. Then I attached the squeegee to the pole and attempted to pull the water off. It was almost impossible from that angle. After running upstairs 6 times to check the windows and finally drying out the sponge and tying a rag around it. I got the first one clean, not perfectly though, leaving dirt in a few corners. I'm on the last page here. I completed 2 of the upper windows. It was approaching dinner time and I hadn't eaten all day. Never having thought to bring any food, I was worn out and frustrated. I went to the customer and asked her if I could come back the next day to finish. She said it was okay. I asked her if I could leave the equipment overnight and she agreed. Thank God I didn't have to carry it on the bus again. I ended up back home at 7:15, exhausted, somewhat relieved I got part of the work done, but also worried I couldn't get it finished. The next morning I returned. I managed to finish it off by 3 in the afternoon. I felt both tired and relieved. I had finally finished, so I went down to the kitchen where the owner was. I'm done, finally. Okay, she answered, and then began walking around the house inspecting the windows carefully. After all of it, she found about 8 spots I had to touch up. It definitely made me feel uneasy, my first job, and I had to go back over them, but I began to wonder if I could clean windows, and I began to wonder if I could clean windows successfully. Despite the 8 spots she found that I missed, I took care of them in a little over a half an hour. By then I was definitely relieved to be finished. Yes, I would get paid and be on my way. As I began to pick up the equipment, she approached me. There is something I have to show you. Follow me, she said in her Polish accent. I followed her outside into the backyard towards the left. She pointed to another 2-flat, which was next door. I need this one done too. The tenants are gone now. Can you finish it by tomorrow? I stood quiet and stunned. I guess so, I replied, half dreading it and half excited about the additional money I would make. I started on it and finished it off just after dinner the next day. My first window job was finally done. Yes, I mean really done. I had gotten paid $300 for both places. It was the most I had ever made in 2 days. I was excited. The first job in my window cleaning journey was done. But it wasn't over. The journey would go on for many years, decades even. In that journey, there would be a series of incidents, trials, and errors that taught me some lessons in window cleaning, turned into lessons in life. That goes into some more chapters on different aspects of stuff that